Alright, so we're doing this again, and I actually started back in April, and this was the one that I wanted to upload, but I wasn't able to get it done quick enough because work just flooded in. There's still a lot of pressure to do studying and a lot of other things, and it's just kind of getting in the way, so I need to do this really quickly. This is something that I started back in spring, like spring break. I was at a really big stop with all of my stories. Usually I'm able to come up with a whole bunch of stories that I end up really liking, and it's just like this whole thing with my maladaptive daydreaming, and boom, now I have another story to to tell. But I guess recently I haven't been inspired enough, or maybe I'm just running out of ideas. I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't come up with a good story that I could stick with. And so my cure for that was literally just going back to older stories, older worlds, and making a new story to go with it. And so you're going to be seeing some characters from a story that I've only introduced like twice. I do want to do some speed paints for the original story and the original characters, but I have done 2 so far, so there you go. So this is Tower Raiders. That is what I named it. And it was originally based off of the minigame on the NPVP Minecraft server for Minecraft Windows 10, because at the time I didn't have like normal Minecraft and my computer couldn't run it, so Windows 10 it is, I guess. I really liked playing on that server with like all the people in Xbox and other things that weren't computers. There was one game called Tower Wars that I really liked, and it was basically like a glorified capture the flag game. And so I made a team, and I gave it an entire like story behind it and everything. And so that original story was of this kid joining this part of this army, which kind of just accepts random people. You don't have to be strong, you don't have to be smart, you don't have to do all these other things. You just have to be willing to volunteer and stuff, I guess. And it's just this really weird wing of the army that doesn't do as much like intensive training, and it's more of just like a game basically. And they're kind of looked down upon, but they're really like, so far in my mind, because I don't remember everything that I had like thought up of for that part, because I did think it all out, but I don't remember any of it. That is supposed to be like really important for any wars that they do, or like anything that would need their I don't even know what you'd call it, well anyways, so there were different leagues for that one, and that team started off at like the base level, which I believe was copper? No wait, it might have been iron. So there's iron, copper, gold, and then I think it bumps straight up to diamond, and then the best is obsidian. And so I decided to join that, like go back to that story and basically make a completely different team, except they are on such a big, like a bigger league level than the other ones. And so this character right here his name is Jack, and just so you guys know, all of these characters are actually based on people that I've played with in the game, or at least all of the team members on this new team, because you know, I'm terrible. I'm getting worse at character design. I don't have that many ideas. I just kind of took whoever was there that was memorable on that server that I played with, and I just turned them into characters, I guess. And so I'm not giving out names, but their names are also part of their gamer tag, which is why some of the more memorable names I'm not going to give too much away from. The person that this character was based off of was, his name is very memorable. It's not like one of those things where it's just got like a name and then like a bunch of numbers after it like some of the other ones was. This one was like actually like a name that they picked basically. The person that I played with, he had like a red skin. I didn't know how to translate that because I couldn't see the rest of his skin. I think it was from something like Star Wars or one of the skin packs. but I just didn't want to look into it, and I wanted to make something that was, I guess, something that I wanted to draw and not like the monster that is probably based off of, or like the creature that is probably based off of. But basically, I ended up making him like this demon looking dude, and he's just wearing party wear. I would assume that he's just like a very friendly dude. Other than that, he just really likes clunky, blunt weapons. I remember one of the things that I decided to write, or that I kind of like came up with in my head, was an interaction between two people that are not on the team, and they basically said like, hey, that guy doesn't even need any alcohol or drugs or sex to make his party like some place that people want to be. Like, he doesn't have to promise those things to people to get them to come, and that's how good of a party thrower he is. Even if he doesn't have to say anything, it's just like, if he has a party, then everyone knows, oh, you want to be there, because like it's an epic party, even without all this stuff that would usually get people to come. This next character is Kat. I don't know what this person's skin looked like the player that she is based off of. I don't know what their skin looked like, because at the time everyone was Steve. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what causes that, but like, it's just a really annoying thing that happens. This character I made kind of like, I guess for lack of better words, like an anime pretty lady, but she's really strong. I know she kind of correlates with a different character that I have, that I kind of made into this like really intimidating female character, but is actually like a really, really cute cinnamon roll, basically. The reason why I paired Kat with this girl is because like, this girl has a really big problem of people overestimating her. Like, if these two were hanging out in an alleyway on either end, and some thugs were trying to like rob from them, they take one look at that other girl and just go for Kat, because they think that they're gonna be beaten up if they go for that girl, when in reality they would have gotten money if they went after that girl. I had watched a video at the time where this person, I believe this person bought like an exoskeleton to hold up like one of those big clunky anime swords, like the one that she's holding, and he had so much trouble with it. I think it would be funny that in this world those physics also apply here, but instead of her needing like any extra armor or support to help her hold up that sword, in reality, she's just that strong to just pick it up. I like that idea, but, you know, doesn't make too much sense because I didn't draw her really buff. I don't know. this person too well. Their name, I think, popped up in chat a few times, but I think the reason why I just jotted it down was because they were in the lobby with me and they passed in front of me, and that's where I knew them from, because honestly, I can't tell you anything that I remembered from this person. Oh yeah, also I was able to film the background of this one. I know the other one I didn't actually film the background of, but for this one I was able to film the background of, and for the next one I actually wasn't able to film the background of. I did technically film it, but then OBS decided to crash on me and just corrupt all the footage that I had taken, so, well. This character's name is technically Tintin, but I'm not going to refer to him as that because I don't really like saying it out loud. I don't know why, but I just don't like saying those names. Now you'll notice I'm very, evasive of the bottom half because the more that I think about it, the less that I like it, I guess. At the time, I was really into, the outfit that I gave him, but now it's just, I'm not too sure if I like their outfit or if I, absolutely despise it. This was all because the player who had worn this, yeah, actually let me talk about the player for a second. The player who this guy is based off of, I really did not know if it was so this person, I did see the profile picture. It was a picture of some anime character that was wearing and it kind of looked like this guy too, so yeah. But the way that they played such a professional player. I would have thought that this was someone who had studied the ways of Dream, and because every single time that I ran into them, I just was obliterated immediately, even when I wasn't trying to attack them, and I've only been able to kill them once, and that was through the help of someone else. And so I guess there is a bit of storytelling lore. So I ended up making this dude really OP. I guess another thing that people are probably gonna get confused by is why I keep on jumping around their pronouns, and that is because this person, I believe, would be a demi-boy. I don't know why, but I just decided, you know what? They're non-binary, but bi-gender. So not quite, but kinda. So this character, I feel is really into wearing a maid costume. They find it funny. They kind of like the irony. The thing about this person being able to kill us all the time is that I was never able to get a very good look at what their skin looked like. It looked roughly like this, although I think that they had darker hair. This character would definitely be the leader of their group because in the original Tower Raiders series, the strongest person on the team would be the leader, and that would be this character.